Hi, today we're going to talk a little bit about the new introduction from our ALS product line. It's the ALS70 UP, UP standing for Ultra Performance. The motivation behind our development of this variant of the ALS70 line was to provide users with an ability to fly at very high flying heights for a variety of reasons. First of all, in some areas, particularly around large cities, you're flying in the neighborhood of very large airports, and the only way to fly around a large airport is to stay well above the air traffic. So that creates a need to fly at high altitudes for airborne data acquisition. The second application, though, is in extremely mountainous terrain, and in mountainous terrain you can get large variations in terrain height within a single flight line. Conventionally, a user might have to try to plan all the flight lines to run parallel to mountain ridges and such, but in many parts of the world, the topography simply doesn't allow that. You have mountain ridges running in many different directions, and so you have no choice but to fly over an area at fairly constant flying height and deal with thousands of meters of terrain elevation change. So by allowing the system to fly at higher and higher flying heights, we also increase the ability to accommodate changes in terrain elevation. So the fundamental change that we've made to the ALS70 product to create the UP variant is to use a laser that has a higher peak power. The laser is mounted in this section of the system and is exactly the same in terms of its form and fit and its electrical interfaces to the standard ALS70 HP laser, except it features a higher peak power in each pulse. This allows us to fly at flying heights up to 6,000 meters above terrain with up to 7 pulses in the air, and this allows us to accommodate terrain variations up to about 2,200 meters in height. This can be a tremendous benefit for people who are doing surveying in mountainous areas for two reasons. One is that you have this greater terrain accommodation, but it also means that the point density will vary less from the bottoms of the valleys up to the tops of the mountains, and therefore you can space the flight lines further apart. This can cause an increase in efficiency for data acquisition of a factor of 5, meaning 1/5 the number of flight lines that has to be recorded to cover a given terrain area. So this and other benefits really make the ALS70 UP a tremendous investment for customers that have to accommodate both flat land surveying as well as areas of mountainous terrain.